and welcome to ILTV's Evening Update. I'm Aaron Porras here with the latest news from Israel.
Khaled Mashaal has now publicly announced that he's going to step down as political boss of the terror organization Hamas. The 60-year-old Mashaal has held the Qatar-based position since 1996, and his second 8-year term ended in 2013. While confirming the transition, Mashaal boasted that Hamas has replenished its weapons stockpiles to levels far higher than it possessed during its 2014 war with Israel. Following Hamas's violent takeover of Gaza in 2007, Mashaal was once considered key to Hamas's efforts to break out of the resulting political isolation. But recently he's believed to have lost favor amid the deepening rift between the terrorists' political and military wings. Even though some sort of internal elections for the leadership will be held next year, it's believed that 53-year-old former Gaza Prime Minister Ismail Haniyeh will replace Mashaal. In fact, Haniyeh has reportedly already moved to Qatari capital Doha. Syria's main opposition coalition is accusing the world of failing to speak out against atrocities in Aleppo carried out by the Assad regime and its Russian allies. The opposition in exile says that the world stands by and does nothing, while at least 50 residents were killed yesterday alone. Israel, on the other hand, has been continuing to help wounded and starving Syrians. The Jewish state has set up field hospitals in the Golan and brings more critical cases to its own medical facilities. Israeli aid groups are also providing humanitarian supplies to refugees who manage to make their way abroad. Meanwhile, Syrian Foreign Minister Walid Mualem used his address at the UN to condemn Israeli retaliation for spillover violence from the fighting, saying such action only helps the opposition factions who he calls terrorists. It's been nearly 1 full year since Jonathan Pollard was released from his 30-year prison sentence. Incarcerated in 1987 for espionage, Pollard is now almost complete with his year of mandatory parole, and it's certainly not been an easy year. Terms of his release include 1 year of parole and 5 years of computer and GPS monitoring, as well as an internet communications ban. Furthermore, he is not allowed to leave the country for the 5 years of his monitoring, as the US still deems him a flight risk due to the Israeli passport he received while in prison. Unable to fulfill his wish of moving to Israel with his wife Esther, Pollard wishes everyone a Shana Tova, or Happy Hebrew New Year, and adds that he hopes to be home in Israel very soon.
That's all for now. Tune in to ILTV for our main daily broadcast playing after this. I'm Aaron Porras, and see you tomorrow with our morning briefing from Israel at 8 a.m. Eastern Time.